What up? Welcome back to Hug Your Bros. Today we're talking letdowns. I'm your host, Strider Wilson. We got Caleb going beast mode on the sticks. What up, Caleb?
What up, Strider? Thanks for lending me your cardigan today. I was feeling a little chilly, and Strider, just being the bro he is, he said you can wear it today.
What do they say? A good dude's gonna lend you the t-shirt off his back. I'm gonna lend you the cardigan off my shoulders.
Yeah. I mean, that's a way to say I love you without saying I love you.
Buckle up, because we got that coming in.
Plenty more of that to come.
Consider that a little bit of a teaser. We're doing it like pros here. We're really hitting our stride. The show's taking its different iterations. Now it's a call-in show. As always, DM us. We're going to get the call line set up in the bio. So check the bio on Instagram, TikTok. Always be in there for your updates. We got some great write-ins today talking about letdowns. Mm-hmm. So thank you for letting me in to your letdowns, is I suppose what I meant to say. I'll start with our vulnerability as always.
Thank you.
My fantasy team sucks. And I might be a dumb idiot. I drafted stupid when I really thought I was drafting smart. Nothing is more of a letdown than maybe you let yourself down. Mm-hmm. But everything has a silver lining. And here at Hug Your Bros, we get back on that horse. We get better, we don't get bitter. You're gonna get let down in life. Plan on that. Don't plan for failure, but plan knowing the plan is you're gonna have to call an audible. And when it comes to my fantasy team, I'm gonna have to call some audibles, I'm gonna have to work the waiver wire, I'm gonna have to try to trade. And that's okay, because guess what? It's keeping me connected to my friends. I'm talking to them more. Granted, I'm trying to fleece them. I'm talking to them more. We're catching up. And on Sunday, I hate watching football now. So I go to farmers markets with my wife. I discovered a cool library in Culver City that specializes in witch books. So my wife and I got really into the fall. We got super into the fall this past Sunday. We said, oh my gosh, even though it's still pretty scorching hot here in LA, we said, we're so ready for the fall. We want to hop right into a spooky September and keep that going to October. We were going to almost get pumpkin spice lattes, but then we figured, you know what? Let's save it. And I don't really like pumpkin spice, to be honest, which is honestly, it's just nutmeg. If you learned nothing from this episode, you've just learned that.
There's not real pumpkin anything in there.
There's zero pumpkin in there.
Yeah.
There's no substance.
No.
But there will be plenty of substance in this episode. And suffice to say, despite me failing in making bad decisions, you can't go back and fix the past. What you can do is you can learn from failure, because after all, another word for failure is experience. And now I have that, and I'll grow from it, and I'll get better. Or I'll say, fuck it, I quit.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding. I will always set my lineup. I'll always follow through. Caleb, what do you have for us today? Any vulnerability you'd like to let us in? No pressure if you don't want to, but I always like hearing from you.
Yeah, something that I've become accustomed to is being let down by airlines.
Oh, yes.
And,
oh, yes.
Luckily I'm in a place now where I can do some of the nicer, United, Southwest, Delta, if I'm feeling, really treating myself. But back in my college days, Spirit, Frontier, all the bottom of the barrels. Yeah. And it kind of just builds up this mentality of I will get there when I get there. Because if you're writing your entire schedule on I'm going to be landing in Atlanta at 3 p.m. sharp, and then we're going to, it's going to take me this long to get through traffic and whatever, you will never, ever, if you're putting Spirit in your hands, that you will never get to where you need to be at when you plan to be there. Yeah,
your spirit is strong because you've got a lot of faith. Yeah.
I've been stuck in Mexico for a full 24 hours because of Frontier. I've been stuck in Miami. It's just something you learn to deal with, but I think it's not that you want to just expect failure, but I think if you have that mentality of anything can happen, and you know what? That's all right. We'll roll with the punches.
And you got stuck in two of the sickest cities, Miami and Cabo, I hope, when it was Mexico.
Yes, it was. I think it was Cabo, but it was.
That's rad.
The hotel they put us up in was maybe not the
right
the nicest place you wanted to be in. I got my mom on the other end of the phone, just sending me news articles about the cartel kidnapping and
That's always
murdering
fun.
American
Yeah.
tourists. I'm like, Mom, this is not what I want to be
This isn't helping.
seeing right now while I'm stuck in Mexico. All that to say, you got to have that like roll with it mentality. Another thing is
Adapt.
I was a freshman in college when COVID hit.
Oh,
And that's
bro.
got to be the biggest letdown that anyone in our generation has ever experienced. Just everyone has their letdown, something they were looking forward to in March of 2020 for that next year, and just kaput.
Man, I can't say how bad I feel for you got so boned.
Mm-hmm. It's tough. You're
so boned. Your freshman college experience.
best year of your life.
Yeah, really, really a great year.
But it did same thing with the flights. It builds that mentality of like anything can happen and we're going to make the best of it no matter what it is.
And the best times are still ahead of you.
Exactly. Can't let it get you down.
It's a mindset. So what we can do, and I'd also like to speak to letting those emotions set in, because that is frustrating. You can't just deny those emotions. Human beings, we are like tea kettles. We're whatever percentage of water our body is, there's water in there, and there's a little flame beneath us that keeps us going and is heating us up, and call those emotions, right? Emotions, I should say, are like a tea kettle, really, not human beings, emotions. And the steam has to come out some way. Mm-hmm. If you don't flip the lid, the whistle's gonna get going, and if you don't eventually take it off the burner, there's gonna be an explosion. So it's going to come out some way. So let's find the healthiest way and the best way to adapt. So today we got some questions. Let's go through those in a few fun segments. So let's get to it.
All right. This question here, I intentionally haven't shared this with Strider. I just wanted to get a good, just off the dome reaction to this.
Love it.
This came from our Instagram DMs. It's a bit of a lengthy one, so just focus on this, Strider. This person says, I've got kind of a double-sided letdown. To be frank, the good Lord blessed me with a good hog. Nothing to write home about, but a little heavier than usual. I'll never complain about that. It's a gift horse. I'd rather look in the eyes than the mouth. But unfortunately, my soft hog is massive. It's like 80% of my chubster, which is a great gag when you're hanging out with homies and they sneak a peek. They think I've got a monster, and when I'm with a new lady, they only see my little chubby, so it's no big deal. But when I'm with a lady for a while and we get comfy enough that she sees my soft hog, she realizes my shower doesn't do much in the grower department. Or my shower doesn't do much in the grower department. And that comparison of a soft to solid kind of turns into a letdown. I've heard, it doesn't grow very much, or wait, it's the same size. I don't know. I try to focus on the positives here, but they sound so let down every time. Maybe I just need to keep it hard on at all times with my lady and hide my flaccid falcon. Any ideas, Strider?
You know what I'm hearing here? First of all, having a shower is for the boys. The boys love a shower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're pulling out your hog to show the boys and you're fully torqued, I mean, I'm happy you've got a boner. That's great. But when I see a hog, it's when I want to see my boy streaking and I go, damn, you know what I mean? Or we're towel changing. He hits me with a quick helicopter or something. That's great. I love that. I would say when it comes to your lady and feeling let down about having a shower but not necessarily a grower, this is a little bit like a dude who lives in like a gated neighborhood on a golf course, but being like, hey man, sometimes I have to keep replacing my window because the golfers aren't great here. I'm like, you live in the best neighborhood in the world. Mm-hmm. This is a champagne problem, my friend.
Yep.
This is a champagne problem. You've got a nice heavy hog. I'm sure your lady loves it. If she's still with you, your lady likes your hog. You know what I mean? Like I've got a little tiny wiener. My wife likes that little tiny wiener. It's the wiener that works for her. So your hog is the one that works for your lady. I feel like you might be creating that narrative. And I would say, ask her, go, hey, do you get not as stoked when my wiener goes from soft to hard? You know, I say, if you want to take an action step before you hook up, get yourself amped up, flex in the mirror, imagine yourself pinning your dad, imagine yourself or your dad, maybe you pinning him, and then instead of him saying, uncle, he says, I'm proud of you, then you unpin him. That usually gets me pretty torqued up. So then you can go into the lovemaking session with a full bone, and your wife or your girlfriend won't even see that change. It'll just be ready. So you can be ready for that. That's like the Marine. Treat your cock like a Marine. Don't get ready, be ready.
That's good. I will say this, based on this question, feels like maybe he doesn't have a long-term lady, so it's like always a new thing that he has to challenge when he's with a new one. For that, I would say, have you ever seen Everybody Wants Some, Strider?
Great fucking movie. One of my favorites. Richard Linklater, let's go.
If you haven't seen that, it's a spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused, starring early Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
Some say really launched his career.
Yeah, he's like McConaughey. He's like the McConaughey of that movie. He's the Wooderson of that movie.
And he has some great advice for you. There's a scene when he's talking to some ladies at the bar, and he lays his cards on the table. He's got a group of ladies around him. And he says, "I'm a grower, not a shower." And he's before he even makes the move to take them home, he's letting it be known, this is what I got going down. So if you're up for that, let's take it all the way. And to his benefit, as the other characters describe, he's already got their minds on what's in his pants. So that might be, Glenn Powell himself, he's got a sick mustache, great long hair in that movie, straight out of the 80s, super jacked baseball player. Mm-hmm. If that's not a guy you should be taking advice from, then I don't know who is.
Amen, brother. Amen. And he's embracing himself. And that's really the theme of that movie, because every night they go out in that movie, and I love the ephemeral nature of a Linklater film, they're always donning a different costume, a different identity. And then finally at the end of the film, there is a costume party, and what do they wear? T-shirts and jeans.
Baseball
They're
clothes.
Themselves.
They're just
their
themselves. Great movie.
So good.
Zoe
Deutsch.
So Zoe Deutsch, Glenn Powell, and then Tyler Hoechlin, who ended up playing Superman on the CW. Nice. Not quite as big as those other ones, but he's playing Superman,
Come on, guy's Superman.
My hot take on that movie? I think it's better than Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, dude, I would. The main actor kid in Dazed and Confused is horrendous.
Yeah.
He just does this the whole time. He's a young kid, he just does this the whole time. And
doesn't look like he knows how to throw a baseball.
No. Mitch, get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
But Dazed and Confused has so many iconic... Yeah, like it's probably a better movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then after I saw it with my bros, we literally went and bought a shot and a beer. We're like, let's go. We were so amped up. But yeah, Dazed and Confused is just so iconic, but it's tough. It's tough to compare those. But yeah. I would say if you showed them to aliens.
1A and 1B.
They might be like, that's a better movie.
Yep. All right. Hope that answered your question for the...
Yeah,
the
self-named, I've got
self-named flaccid falcon.
I've got a dick as big as this bat, man. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Be happy.
Yeah, watch Everybody Wants Some.
Yeah.
All right, Strider. It's time to move on to certainly our favorite segment. I don't know if it's the fans' favorite segment, but we sure do love doing it. Why don't you introduce it for us?
I have a blast with this one. This is called How to Say I Love You to Your Bro Without Saying I Love You to Your Bro.
All right, you want to get us started off?
Let's start us off. When you're playing charades and it's your bro's turn to give clues, before he does anything, you immediately say, I am legend.
That's good. That's good. I like that. All right, I got one here. Investing in the same stocks as them.
Love that.
Could be some horrible stocks, but you know what? You're going to ride or die with your bro.
You're in the same boat.
Yep.
When you're on the text thread and your bro makes a funny or sends a funny meme, you type out ha 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 with at least 4 H's and 4 A's. None of this LOL stuff and none of this holding the button then clicking the Apple ha ha. Put in the work.
Dude, we've gotten too accustomed to just communicating with just not even emojis, just the reaction emojis on iMessage, and I'm here for a full typed out. I want them to know how funny that was.
I might go all caps.
Yeah, I like that. Making a marriage pact.
That's nice.
Yeah, I got about 5 of these. If I'm not married by a certain day, me and my boy are gonna get married. They're gonna have to fight over me though, because I think I doubled up too many.
I like that. That's fine. Did you move to Utah?
Yeah.
Letting him grill at your house for a little bit, then he gives you the tongs.
That's good. Or he comes over and just you just hand him, you bestow upon him see, I don't even grill. What is it?
Dude, you know what it might be? Caleb, it's even better. Here it is.
Yeah.
When you're grilling at your house, your bro has a set of tongs there as well.
It's got his name on it.
He's the only, when you need to go take a leak or handle something for the wife, he knows. He steps in and watches the grill. You don't even need to say anything.
I like that. And it's it's the respect of you don't touch another man's tongs.
No.
Love that.
No.
I got throwing them a surprise bachelor party, even though they're not getting married.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's such a great call. That's for all the boys. when the Jets fly over the stadium after the national anthem, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You immediately turn to your bro and make an O face, only to find him already making an O face back at you.
Oh, this is like a double-sided I love you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's huge.
It's unbelievable.
You know what's tough is you turn to him doing that and he's looking at someone else.
Oh, yeah. If he's doing that, what can you do?
Might have to find a new bro. I did a similar one last week. Getting them fired from their job so you have more time to hang out together.
It's a great call.
Yeah.
You know, he needed to leave that place anyway. Change is good.
You know what's best for him. He might not.
Correct.
Yeah.
After all, you are your bro's mom.
I know you were on the verge of a promotion, but they were holding you back.
It's fine. Yeah. You're good. You know what? Not all payment is monetary, and time is the only true currency, and we're going to be spending it together, bro.
Yeah, let's go hit up the batting cages.
Yeah. Oh, batting cages midweek business hours. No one's there. Let's just lean in and just practice getting freaking beans so we can get on base.
Love that.
Love it. Yeah, that's a good move too. Just going to the batting cage and getting hit by a pitch so you can manufacture runs.
Yeah, setting up like fake, like you can also do this on a basketball court, like setting up like fake situations, like 10 seconds left on the clock. 10 seconds left on the clock, fake situation you make up, dish it out to your boy, give him the final shot.
Bottom of the ninth, World Series, Game 7, 2 outs, bases loaded. No, bases almost loaded. 2 men on base, first and second. You get hit by a pitch. Let your boy come in and get the grand slam.
That's huge. That's huge.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like that.
That's nice.
What else you got?
Getting your bro a Jedi robe. No occasion.
That's sick.
Just, hey, bro, what's your address? Why? Do you have something coming up? Oh, are you having like a birthday party or no? I'm sending you something. Jedi robe.
And then you show up. You figure out when it's arriving. You show up in your Jedi robe. After he gets it, he's like, "What is this?" You show up at the door wearing yours. And you say, "Come on."
Exactly. You've been summoned.
Yep.
And then you hit him with a "You've been summoned."
The council will meet with you now.
And you'll know when to do that because you'll have a package tracking.
Dude, that'd be a huge like post breakup thing. Like, because as I said last week, one of the moves is you get them. You plan their breakup without him knowing, and you set the seeds so they get broken up with.
Yeah.
But when they're in that like emotional stage, like whatever, you do the Jedi robe move, and then you're like, all right, let's go. We're going to the bar.
You've gotten them back.
Yeah.
If you're a single dude and your bro's been in a relationship, Obi-Wan now has his Mace Windu back.
Yep, exactly.
Bro, he's hurting. He's down and out. He thought was the love of his life, hooked up with some tight end at a different school on one weekend, a home game weekend. Oh, that's amazing. Or when she was back home for the holidays or whatever. You hit him with the Jedi robe. You've been summoned. And you go out to a bar in Jedi robes.
Yep.
And it's July.
Yeah.
Why are you guys wearing those? Well, the council has spoken.
My boy's getting master rank later today. We're celebrating. I love that.
Sick.
All right, I got one here. Planning a huge party, but you only invite your bro, and you say everyone else's invites must have been lost in the mail, and then you just throw down the two of you.
Unbelievably great call. Yeah. Unbelievably great call. When it's Valentine's Day, you send your bro's wife a calendar of sensual photos of your bro to his wife that you took. So you do a boudoir photo shoot is what it's called.
Yeah, so you're doing something nice for his lady, which some would say is like the nicest thing you can do for your bro, because like you don't really need gifts unless it's a Jedi robe, but like doing something nice for someone they care about is really you're doing something nice for them.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And classy sexual photos of your bro.
That's huge. Love that. Jack Lawler gave this one to me. Endorsing your bro on LinkedIn for good communication skills.
Huge. Huge. All right, I'm out.
I got one more.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah. Putting them on your shoulders at a concert for their favorite band.
That's so nice.
Let me get a better look. If they're a short guy, which I am, I wish I had a bro that would I wish I got to go to a concert with you and have you put me on your shoulders.
As I was going to say, I'm 6'3". Yeah. If you want to cruise to Oasis, I'll put you on my shoulders.
Sweet.
Champagne Supernova, dude.
Next time they're in town in 15 years.
Yeah. That'll be huge. I'll still be the same height.
Yeah.
We'll still be the same height.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be taller.
Who knows what, like, the Turkish leg extension surgery has made its way FDA approved in America, but I'm going to bank on me being still 5'8".
Yeah, I'll probably bank on me being an inch or two shorter.
Okay, but any extra leverage I can get would be huge.
On there.
Would be huge.
On there.
Sweet. All right, let's move on.
That was how to say I love you to your bro without saying I love you to your bro.
All right, Strider, we got another question, nay, a comment from the mailbag. This person didn't really ask us anything, but they came in with some legendary takes that I felt like we needed to share with you and with all the boys out there. This came from our Instagram DMs, so be sure to hit us up there. This person says, "What up, Strider? A big way that I handle letdowns is thinking of makeups. When I'm let down because me and the guys can't get our D&D night on because somebody cancels, I plan and prepare to have the best session ever as soon as possible. When I fail a math test, I study so I can ace the retake and get a better grade. When you miss the first free throw, you take a breath and you make the next one. When you fail, just get back up." That's some... I would have thought you wrote that. It was great.
I love this dude. This guy's the man. He's harnessing everything we're talking about where it's, look, you process those emotions. It's not like he's saying, hey, oh man, I'm let down when D&D didn't happen. I did plan a 6 session. Process that emotion.
Yep.
And then take that action. Plan the next one. Make it even sicker. He's rolling with it. He's getting back out there. He's taking an action plan. And I think a lot of stress, a lot of disappointment, especially when you have experienced a disappointment that might not be your own doing, it might be external factors. He's not letting it get him down. Maybe he is for a little bit. He processes it, but he's not letting it keep him down. He's getting back up. That's what's up. It's okay to get knocked down, but you gotta keep getting back up. You keep getting hit, and you get back up. It's fucking Rocky, baby.
It's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how you can get it and keep on going.
That's it. You can keep on going. That's life.
No, I love the sports analogy here because, coming from a sports background myself, you miss a pass, you drop the ball, they go down and score. It happens, but if the next play, the rest of the game, you're thinking about that time that you messed up 20 minutes ago, you're not going to be, it doesn't matter. It already happened, and you can't change the past. That applies to every situation in life ever. And if you're honed in on that, you're not going to be able to own up and be better on the next play. If
Correct.
you're just worried about, I think, what is it, Ted Lasso, where he says, have the memory of a goldfish.
Correct.
Be a goldfish. They have a 5-second memory.
Great quarterbacks have amnesia. Next play. 100%.
Yes, a lot of athletes just have short-term memory loss just by the virtue of being a professional athlete. But, another good way to handle
A lot of people have been hit in the head, That was probably the NFL being like, no, it's good that they get hit in the head.
Yeah, maybe this is just
helps
all...
them be better players. Look at Troy Aikman.
Roger Goodell propaganda. All right, let's move on, shall we?
Love that.
Thank you for dropping the advice.
Thank you, that's the thing. Come in with questions, come in with sage wisdom. You can share an experience of yours like we do at the top of the show, and we might share that at the top of the show. There's no wrong question. There's no wrong, there's wrong answers.
Yeah.
But there's no wrong questions. And if you're sharing your experience, it can never be wrong here.
You might find some wrong answers tuning in here.
Yeah. I'm a dumb idiot.
All right, Chill of Rights.
Welcome to our next segment. This is called the Chill of Rights, where we update and modernize the age-old constitution known as the Bro Code. Today we will be discussing the Bro Code. I don't know what number this is.
I think it's 47, I think.
Yeah.
47.
That sounds about right. This is called Don't Kiss and Tell. While I like the notion of this, I would like to amend it to don't kiss and tell if she explicitly asks you not to. In that case, all right, your lips are sealed. Maybe that raises a red flag. Why not? What are you hiding? What's going on? Also, maybe some people are just, they like to keep things in the sheets. That's fine.
Yeah.
But as a bro, I like to know what's going on with my bro. And what's better than hooking up and being like, yeah, dude, we hooked up. It was pretty rad. Like, I don't need to hear the juicy details and exactly, I don't need to know what position you were doing, okay? I know you cried doing missionary. I already know that. But I like to know you hooked up. You and Charlotte or whatever, you and Jackie, dude, you've been into it. You guys made out. Oh, sick, dude. I want to celebrate that with you. So do kiss and tell unless explicitly asked not to.
I think this one is also it's one of those gray area ones where look, you've been talking about getting with this girl for months now. And then finally, I know you went on a date with her and then you come back and I'm like, so what happened? And you're like, well,
Dude, that energy that you just hit me with right there, nothing makes me want to pants my bro inside of a bank.
Like, dude,
why are you acting like this way? Why are you acting so cool, right? Stop being too cool. It's because they can't say it. So they're like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of like nothing makes me more mad than when my buddy who I know intimately is like, I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah. And all you've heard the last like 3 months is just like, oh my God, like, like just so stressed out and like the least cool guy you've ever seen.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden,
I
mean, dude, I don't know. You guys, so should we go buy these leather jackets or like what? Like, I just dude, can't really say, dude. Just kind of chilling. So,
if they're not going to tell you, but then they just like show you their phone and it's like a Facebook marketplace for like a used motorcycle, I think you know what's going on.
Then we know.
Yeah. We know exactly what you're feeling right now.
We know.
Don't get the motorcycle. The high's not going to last.
Don't do
long.
it. You're going to get hurt. It's not a matter of if, it's when.
Yeah. No, I think this is a great amendment, Strider. I think the key here is if she asks you not to, got to respect the boundaries.
You have to respect boundaries.
Yeah. But as a bro, you want to just be supporting your lad, as much as you can. And that means knowing some private details about their life.
Thank you. I don't need to know the ins and outs. I don't want to know the ins and outs, but I just don't want this energy.
Cigarettes are no fun unless you share with everyone.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to throw that to the comment section. We're going to put a poll down
good
there
or bad
as
call.
always. So let us know. And then we're going to push this to the guys upstairs, let them vote on it, the House of Bros, and we'll see if this gets added to the Chill of Rights.
Yes, and then the Send Legit can figure it out, and if it is passed, then it will become law.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks, we'll have to do we'll have to have a board of like the amendments you proposed and see where the bros stand on
Some will pass, some will not. That's okay. We're not pork bellying here. Each one lives alone. That's
Exactly.
okay. And we might be wrong. Let's hear from the people.
All right, shall we move on?
Yes.
We got another question here from our Instagram DMs. This person says, this girl I went on a couple dates with is playing hard to get, but still seems somewhat interested. It feels like a letdown waiting to happen. What should I do?
Dude, you should change the mindset. The glass is also half full, my bro. Now, granted, on these dating apps, and look, I'm a married dude, and Caleb, you might have better experience with this than I do, but most relationships, all but one, really, are gonna be letdowns to some degree or another. They're not gonna work out, but you might have nice moments in them. Enjoy those nice moments. Be open to whatever may come. Of course, communicate open and honestly, but also with yourself. Go, hey, this girl seems interested. How cool is that? There's so many guys out there trying to get any girl interested or trying to do something to even spark the conversation. So you've already done a lot of the lifting there. So take solace in that, be stoked on that, and then, bro, enjoy that little bit of the unknown. This is a little bit of a rush, you know what I mean? You're gonna miss this when you're frickin' 50. Unless you're divorced and going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah, then you go on some more dates with people playing hard to get.
Yeah. Then you're gonna meet, a bartender who also was in a calendar once, 10 years back, holding a high-powered assault rifle, wearing a bikini, showing her butterfly tramp stamp. And I only know this because my wife was in one. And she was actually holding a crossbow. And it was a mermaid tail, not a butterfly. And she prefers ink over tramp stamp. And I'm gonna get a matching one in her honor on our 50th anniversary. So I'm stoked on that.
Can you drop that calendar in the description?
Yeah, I'll put that calendar in the description. It's from 1998.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just curious, for the socials. You know what?
It's called Hunter's Daughters was the calendar.
This person says they've been going on a couple dates. You know what? That's more dates than I've been on in the last year. Yeah, so I think you're in a good spot.
I'm loving where these guys are at right now. Oh, I'm going on a couple dates. Oh, my fat penis lets all these women down that I hang out with. Sorry. I mean, look, here's the thing. I have empathy for the bros. Nothing you can do can be coming wrong. But sometimes I got to come at you with a little tough love and hit you with a little bit of a wake up.
You got it pretty good.
I smell the coffee. You got something good right under your nose.
Look, I think if you've been on a couple dates, they're playing hard to get. That's part of the charm. It seems like you're saying they seem somewhat interested. Like, it's this fun cat and mouse game that you play in the early stages. I think you're fine. And if you're not fine, then move on to the next.
Yeah. It's better that she's playing hard to get.
Hug your bros.
Hug your bros for sure. Spend time with the boys. You got to look a little bit busy too. This is part of the game.
Yeah, you play hard to get back.
Exactly.
Wait till she hits you up, and then you
100%.
You play her game right back.
Yes. You play hard to get. You wear a sexy outfit. You know what I mean? You take an hour, a little bit too long to send that text back. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. You're always at sushi. Oh, sorry. I was at sushi. You got to do stuff like that.
Love it. All right, Strider, we're back with our Unsung Bro of the Week. Why don't you introduce it to us?
I love the Unsung Bro of the Week. This is a segment where we like to celebrate the dude out there who orders the Uber already. When you're like, are we rolling out? And he's like, already ordered, bros, and it's an SUV. The Otani's translator, a.k.a. Bookie, the dude who falls on the sword for you and the MLB, the Jamal Crawford, the sixth man of the year, just the bros out there who aren't getting the praise that they should. We like to celebrate them in this segment called Unsung Bro of the Week. For mine this week, Caleb, it's Matt Prater. This is going to be a little bit dated. I guess I'm dating myself here, but when this does come out, he's still going to be kicking it because I think Bass is on the IR. He's out for at least 4 weeks. This guy's been in the league forever. Players on his team go, oh, I thought that dude was a coach when he walked into the special teams meeting. Then he comes out and drills the winning field goal to upset the Ravens in the week 1 victory. So huge, so awesome to see an aging vet get out there and taste a little bit of glory and win the respect of the locker room. So I love that. And kickers who famously, they take so much shit. They're seen as soft, but they're an integral part of the team. I mean, how many games are won or lost by a couple points or inches in a field goal or a double dink or whatever it is? You got to love to see it go through for the old vet. Dude. I love to see it. The dude was on the IR, not the IR. He was on the practice squad, bro.
Yeah.
Got called up and hit the game winner. It's Disney movie type shit.
Yeah, it's the real Rudy energy that you love to see for
They picked him up. They picked him up, bro. Yeah, it was amazing.
And I think, honestly, kickers overall are unsung bros. I mean, they're sung high praises when it hits, but there's a lot of times where it doesn't. They become the just the laughing stock of the town, and it's a tough gig because
they get death threats.
Yeah, and it's like if the rest of the team handled what they needed to first 4 quarters, it shouldn't have had to come down to a kick. But here we are, and now there's one guy that we can very clearly blame this win or loss on.
Yep.
So that's just an unsung bro all around. I like that.
Thank you, bro.
I got one again, riding off the high of seeing Oasis over the weekend.
Let's go. So jelly.
So this might not be coming out for a couple of weeks, but Oasis is timeless.
They're back.
Are you familiar with Oasis?
Oh, Strider? Fuck yeah, dude. I love Oasis, bro. It was one of the first CDs that I bought.
You familiar with Bonehead? Yeah, Bonehead is the, I believe, rhythm guitarist of Oasis.
Okay.
So you got Liam, you got Noel. That's what everybody talks about.
Yes.
Oh, they're back together. They're split up. They're back together. They're doing this huge reunion tour because we got Liam and Noel. You know who's always been there with them through thick and thin? Bonehead. From the beginning, he was there before Noel in the original band that Liam joined. He predates Liam in the band, and he has just always been there. He plays piano on a lot of the recorded stuff. When Gwigsy left the band and they did an America tour and they went on Larry David, or maybe it was David Letterman. Sorry, not Larry David.
Yeah, Letterman, yeah.
They went on David Letterman.
Would be sick if Larry David
had a show. He should. They went on David Letterman. Bonehead stepped in to play the bass, and he's back on this tour. He's been in and out of the band. He's had his own issues to deal with, but who hasn't an Oasis? Compared to those guys, he's a saint.
Could call this guy Backbonehead. The dude sounds like the backbone of the band, stepping in, utility guy, playing instruments where he needs to be. This is a perfect unsung bro. And he's in a band, so it's a singing pun too.
Exactly.
May I say this might be the best unsung bro we've ever had thus far on Hug Your Bros.
Second week. I mean, it's tough beating out Ramon, but Bonehead's he's a killer.
It's huge.
And during the show, show was incredible, but they always had a camera. Most on the screen, you just get the one angle and then they'll cut back and forth. Yeah. They always had an angle on Liam and Noel, two separate screens. But the guy who got the third most screen time was Bonehead. And unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people knew who he was, but when I see that bald, he's a bald guy. It's
good. I was actually picturing him being bald. I was pitching The Edge for some reason from you too, but yeah.
What's funny is he was called Bonehead from grade school before he even like joined a band, because he had like a bad haircut and everybody at school called him Bonehead. So from like age 8 on, he's just been Bonehead before he was like even like a rock and roll star.
Dude, he was destined, bro.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
I think even like his teachers called him Bonehead.
They're like, that's just such a good nickname.
Yeah.
He just looks like a bonehead. That's hilarious, dude.
So yeah, we got Matt Prater and Bonehead as our unsung bros of the week.
Love it.
All right, this person says, my dad left me when we were young and I'm doing well, but I feel like I want that male figure to say he's proud of me. Why do I feel that way?
Dude, we live for attaboys. I'm an attaboy guy. I want that pat on the back. I want that external validation. It's just something that's in us. Maybe we share that trait. I would lead by saying you are enough, regardless of any external validation. As long as you're feeling that you're the best you and trying your hardest, you're doing enough, bro. But if you do want that external validation, which I do, I recommend going to any breakfast place before 7 a.m., preferably a spot with like a low-seated counter. You're going to be able to you're going to be able to belly up right next to an old dude. Order yourself a stack of flapjacks and just start rattling off your life's achievements. I have a kid. I'm in my mid-30s. I can still maintain an erection. I've been contributing to my Roth IRA. Just rattle off those stats. I still play softball. I can sprint if needed. You're going to get that pat on the back for that guy. And odds are maybe this is a dad who did leave his family. So you might be, helping him out too. He might be looking to give you a little bit of advice, tassel that hair.
Could be your dad.
This could be your dad. That literally could be your dad. You don't know.
Could be your dad.
If you go to enough breakfast places before 7 a.m.,
chances are you're going to run into your dad.
You're going to find your dad.
Or bars after 1 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bars after 1 a.m. by a dock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think also best validation you can get is like the bodega guy just being like, "What's up, boss?" That's huge validation.
Just quick validation.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
That's a huge one. If you're parallel parking and someone sees that and you get it pretty quick, you look at a neighbor, they don't even need to say anything, just look at you and they keep going. They know.
Just give you a little. Yeah, I saw that.
Tossing a valet your keys and he catches it.
Gives you a little wink. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the toss?
I don't love it.
Yeah.
Because if it's a bad toss, which oftentimes it is a bad toss from them and you don't catch it.
Yeah.
Then their key, it's all key fobs. It's not like a metal key anymore. It's like a little tiny cheap plastic thing that just like shatters.
Yeah.
Old school keys, toss them all day, baby.
Yeah.
If you've got a vintage car that's just a key that you turn, throw it to me.
Do you think
I'll run a route? I'll run a skinny post.
Yeah.
Throw me that shit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bang. Yeah. But if it's like a fob that's all heavy and shit.
So your problem comes more with the toss itself, but not the act of tossing.
Yeah.
So you're down for the toss. Like you don't see that as like disrespectful. You're like, you like that confidence.
I love that confidence.
But you got to be able to follow through.
100%.
All right.
100%.
That's good to know.
And don't get mad at me if I drop it because you're the one throwing it.
Yeah. If you're going for that action, you can't.
If you've chosen to do this, I'm going to try my best to catch it. But if it's a bad toss and it's dropped, it's on you.
Yep. Love that. All right. I think we nailed that.
Nailed.
All right, Strider. I think that's the show. You want to close us out?
Fire it up, guys. Thank you for coming in here, joining us, and sharing your letdowns. It's not easy to do so. Sometimes I used to always act like, oh, it's all good, or make an excuse, or oh, I got let down. But this, and then immediately start correcting. Nah, man. Live in it. Be the change you want to see. Celebrate the little dubs. Process those emotions, and thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here. Check out the Instagram, the TikTok for all the updates you need. The live line is coming back, so we're going to do not live, the call-in line is coming back, so please call us. I love to hear your voice. And you can always write in a DM. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Caleb, you're a beast.
Thank you, Strider. Thank you for everybody who wrote in today, and as always, hug your bros
and hug your shows. Hey there, my dude. I'm glad you made it through. Cause some days are tough, some bros more buff, but you, my dude, are enough. So let's post up and chill for a few, answer a phone call or two. At Hug Your Bros, that's what we do. Oh, what up? Thanks, Caleb. All right, later, dude. Sick. Oh, this is a sick-ass cardigan. Thank you, dude. So whether you're crushing it or feeling not so legit, let it all go and hug your bro.